Well, I'm trying to finish up on the Jeep, and I'm up to the point where I've got to install some mirrors on the thing before I put the rest of the doors together. Now, in the past, if you take the doors off, then you don't have any mirrors, which opens up the possibility for A, getting pulled over and getting a ticket, if it depends on where you live, for sure. Or B, just not being able to see behind you because you got a spare tire behind you and it's obstructed. So I was looking for a solution for the mirrors. Originally I had these and it had an extra bracket on the front and they look kind of janky. These are from Quadratec. But I did find some mirrors that I thought were super, super cool. So we're gonna put those on, see how they work, and determine if indeed they're worth the price. I think it was 200 bucks for the pair. Let's open those up and see what we got. I think they're gonna be super cool. The next step for getting this thing on the road again is I bought these mirrors from Mirage Unlimited. Yes, Mirage Unlimited. I'll put a link down below with what I paid for them. I bought the deluxe set. I think it comes with the mirrors themselves as well as the brackets. Instead of having those janky aftermarket looking mirrors hung on there when the doors are off, these actually allow you to move your mirrors up to the cowl and then move it back when you're putting the doors back on. So that would be super cool just to be able to reuse the same mirror. This was one of the only systems that I saw that was able to do that. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. I've never put one of these on. I've never bought one before. It took about 2 weeks, I think, to get them in. But I thought that it looked really cool. So I'm going to go ahead. This is the door bracket that goes on the door, and you can see that it slips over that. Cool. I'll get all this stuff out and we'll take a look at it. Well, here's what you get with the kit. This is evidently the bracket that goes on the door. Yeah, you can see that it fits here. And then you've got another bracket here that looks like it fits right like that. So you can interchange them back and forth. That's cool. I have to put my brackets back on here. I had them off because of the fact I wasn't sure what I was going to have to do to install this. So I left it off for now. There's the brackets. This is the deluxe kit. This is the arms for it. It's got some isolating stuff, nuts and bolts. These came in a Quadratec box, believe it or not. If you look at it, the mirror heads doesn't have the base on them. This is one of the factory mirrors. It's pretty much the same thing, less the bottom bracket. This is the factory bracket that goes on it. So it comes with everything needed to install, including the mirrors. These are the instructions you get with it, which basically says go to the website. There's some instructions that say tighten it up and all that, but I'll go to the website, read up on it for a minute, and then I should be able to install it. I don't think it's going to be too difficult. Alright, I'm on their website. Basically, you're going to get the deluxe kit, and it runs, how much was it? $199 for the deluxe kit. Comes with the mirror heads and all the bracketry. There's a standard kit that doesn't come with the door bracket. I'm not sure why you would want that because you still need the door brackets. That's the deluxe one, and then the standard one is just the piece parts to mount it, and that's $129. So I'm going to try to find the installation instructions. I don't think it's very difficult though. I'll keep looking. Alright, I went ahead and got the bracket installed. It looks good. I powder coated these bolts. I left these two pretty much loose, but I went ahead and started them just so that's where this is going to mount. Like that, I believe. But I'm going to continue looking on their website. Now that I got this on, I'm going to go ahead and put the other one on, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and put the other ones on. There's two sides of the bolts that mount it to the door. The short one goes to the top, the tall one goes to the bottom. Pretty self-explanatory there, pretty easy. Use your rubber gaskets and then bolt her on up there. It actually is not that difficult to put together. Whenever I'm doing body bolts, or especially windshield bolts and Torx bits, I like to use some copper anti-seize on the threads. Just put a little bit on the tip there and it'll prevent it from getting stuck on there or rusting out. So just a little tip on there. Anti-seize can be your friend if you ever have to take it apart again. Okay, I had to go run a couple errands, a couple locksmith calls, and went by Home Depot, get some hardware. And then I had the Lunch of Champions, you can see on my shirt maybe, gas station hot dog and bag of Doritos, and some zero sugar, because that needs to be diet, drink here. So I had a really excellent lunch. Don't know why I can't lose any weight. As I go through doing this installation, it's really not that difficult. I'll go through a couple of steps here in a minute, but I did find it interesting. It was like talking about how tight this bolt needs to be when you bolt your arm up to either your new mirror or your existing mirror, your old mirror. And they give you a bolt and a washer like that. You can kind of see it right there. So we got this arm. We go like that. Yeah, okay. Little lock tight. Beautiful. Loctite, lock washer, and an impact wrench. That ain't going nowhere. Awesome. All right, so the way this thing works is you've got this Allen key here, and there's a hole here. So when this goes down on top of it, it's kind of hard to get apart. You're actually going to loosen this up, and it's going to press up against that hole, and it's going to prevent it from coming out. Now, it says in the instructions that it may be really tight, which it is, and that you may have to use a mallet, a rubber mallet, to get it apart when it's brand new, and that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm not going to use those, but that's how you actually lock it down. Let's look at the completed one on the truck and see what it looks like. All right, so here's your base plate here and your base plate here. They both look really excellent. Here's the mirror. And if you wondered, hey, the other one looks different, this is where your factory mirror goes, and it's about like that. So height-wise, this is actually really about the same. Let's say, like, this is your factory one. Your factory, it sits back probably 4 inches. So this one sits back about 4 inches from the factory one. And then if you take your doors off, let me do that real quick, just so you get an idea. Okay, and with your door removed, which is the whole point of having this system, right? You just slide your mirror up over the front one. And now you have mirrors, you're legal, street legal. It looks excellent. Looks way better than those janky aftermarket ones, wherever they're at over here. Looks way better than those janky aftermarket ones, and all you gotta do is flip it back and forth. And it is super tight, so you might need a little rubber mallet while it's new to change it, and I'll flip it back. Okay, the door's back on, and all you would do is take your mirror, your Super Duty Mirage bracket, slide it back down. If you wanted to lock it down, you would take that Allen key and just untighten it, and it would push up against that plastic piece. But I mean, I think it looks absolutely beautiful, and all you're doing is moving it forward and back. So the design of this is, like I thought, just absolutely awesome. I would give it an 8 out of 10 possibly, just because the instructions suck. But other than that, it's awesome. You really don't need the deluxe kit with the new mirrors, because these old mirrors would have been fine. I mean, they're kind of janky, but as far as like reusing your old mirrors, that would have been just fine. They look a little jankier than these new ones. However, they would have worked fine with the brackets that you have. So for 129 bucks, man, that's a great deal compared to, I think it was like $70 for the ugly ones that have a separate bracket up here that have to bolt in the top, which I had before, just so you have the mirror. So this is freaking awesome. I love it. Mirage did a nice job on as far as the packaging goes. Instructions suck. Why don't you give us a lock washer? And also, remember, always hook up your straps so the mirrors don't go back and smack the crap out of your fender. They make a, you may want to check out their website, because they actually make a hinge that keeps the door from going all the way back. I haven't tried that. It might be worth the investment if you don't hook up your strap, or somebody else borrows your Jeep and just knocks the crap out of your fender, because both of these were dented up. But now it's got the keeper strap on it, and I don't have to worry about it. I can go ahead and put the door back together. All right, so that's the passenger side with both brackets. And on the driver's side over here, I've got the main mirror put on, and I'm just waiting for the other bracket where they sent me the wrong one. But I think that bracket system works absolutely great. You do get maybe slightly more vibration with that type of arm mount than
the factory one, but not that much, really, truthfully. And it looks absolutely awesome. So I am very happy with that. And I got new mirrors, so nothing wrong with that. So anyway, I wanted to highlight the mirrors on the truck with the Mirage system. I'm going to keep on going on, getting everything else put back in. At some point, I'm going to actually install a glass windshield with windshield wipers and everything. Keep watching. I got a little bit more to do on the Jeep, and then we'll be driving it down the road. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.